Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Eclectic Astrology channel. Just a quick voice note for you all listeners, avid fans of astrology and psychology, because this channel is all about uncovering the self in various forms and the complexities that is the human being. The human being, the more I discover and get into these podcasts, I discover that it's anything but simple. We are all multi layered, multi dimensional creatures. And in this channel, we are trying to unlock it through Vedic astrology, bridging it with things like Enneagram, the Myers-Briggs model, the NLP model, the multiple intelligence model, and so on and so forth. Anyway, the multi-dimensional nakshatras series, what is it about? Those series uncover the basic bridge between the Vedic astrology nakshatras as well as the Enneagram, the 9 types of Enneagram, and the 16 types of MBTI. Now, as you know, there are 27 nakshatras. So, building a bridge is the attempt of these multi-dimensional nakshatra series. So, as you go through this different one of 27 nakshatras, you will figure out the different bridges that are possible between MBTI model, the 16 types, how it ties into the nakshatra, as well as the different Enneagram types which can possibly link to Pushya Nakshatra. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, my nakshatras are scattered in different planets, in different houses, and so on. It becomes highly complex. How do I figure that one out? Well, for that, there will be upcoming case studies, which really gets into the deep dive mode. But before that, there are these multidimensional nakshatras. First, I urge you to go through the whole thing, see which nakshatra or which planet is sitting, and do your sort of own little homework, so to speak. Do your own little homework to see what is bridging in my chart, which planet is sitting, what is the function of the planet. Mars, for example, is drive and logic. Ketu is, for example, detachment and higher thinking, sort of a liberalistic thinking. Rahu is more obsession. Saturn is about work. Mercury is about intellect. Sun is about your thought process. Moon is about your emotions. You can try this on your own chart and the charts of your family, friends, and so on. So, first measure I would suggest is go through each one of these multidimensional nakshatras. The podcasts are scheduled up till 2027, so there's lots of it upcoming, and already scheduled to premiere on different dates. You can see that. So I suggest to subscribe if you are a serious student of astrology who's also interested in some degree of psychology. Because, folks, let's face it, here is where I come from in this channel. Unless we know what the embodiment of soul is with respect to the mind, the complexities of the mind, that's where the soul is embodied, and the drives of the subconscious mind, we will not know what talents we have. And we are increasingly approaching an age where it will be vital for us to help our young people, our children, our students, the youth, in discovering their um, talents and abilities rather than thinking this profession or that profession. As you know, and as you can see in 2025, after the advent of the AI, lots of jobs are getting lost. People are losing the jobs and trying to figure out what must I do next. Now, this channel and all the content it provides with regard to uncovering your personality with respect to Vedic astrology and using all the models that are out there, I'm trying to bring to you a depth of content which is focused on uncovering yourself, your talents, your work preferences, where you would function best, and what you would enjoy the most. Yes? So, this is where I'm going with the whole content. So, multidimensional nakshatras. It's a bridge between the nakshatras, the 27 nakshatras of Vedic astrology, MBTI, the 16 types, as well as the 9 types of Enneagram. So, enjoy.
The multidimensional Krittika Nakshatra. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to cut through chaos with absolute precision, never hesitating, never second guessing? They aren't just decisive, they are yielding and forged in fire. When you think about it, these are the ones who refuse to accept anything less than excellence, who push themselves and others toward a higher standard. They do not simply act, They refine, perfect, and eliminate the unnecessary. Is it any wonder that Krittika Nakshatra, spanning Aries and Taurus, embodies this raw, unfiltered intensity? Ruled by the sun and symbolized by the razor-sharp blade, Krittika natives are both creators and destroyers, carving out truth from illusion, clarity from confusion. They burn away what is weak and leave only what is strong. There is no room for mediocrity here, only power, purpose, and precision. Look at the leaders, the warriors, the intellectuals who dominate with their minds and actions. Whether in military strategy, law, medicine, or leadership, they are the ones who bring sharp focus, discipline, and relentless clarity to everything they do. They are the ones who can cut through deception, dismantle weakness, and demand results. They do not tolerate hesitation or incompetence. They shape the world into something stronger, more refined, more powerful. And what makes them so unstoppable? It's their ability to see the truth, act with conviction, and execute with precision. Unlike the fiery impulse of Ashwini or the slow-burning power of Bharani, Krittika operates with focused intensity, channeling energy into disciplined action. They don't just want power, they seek mastery, honing their skills, sharpening their minds, and eliminating anything that stands in their way. But here's what makes Krittika truly fascinating. Its fire is not just one of destruction, but of transformation and purification. Whether cutting away falsehoods, refining ideas, or burning through limitations, their energy is one of elevation. They do not destroy for the sake of it. They clear the path for something greater. They are the ones who turn raw potential into excellence, who push themselves and others beyond comfort and into greatness. So, the next time you see someone who moves with purpose, speaks with precision, and demands the best from themselves and the world, ask yourself, are they channeling the unstoppable refining fire of Krittika? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just strong. They are the flame that purifies, the edge that sharpens, and the force that turns vision into reality. The multi-dimensional Krittika Nakshatra, the MBTI connection. Did you ever notice how some people command attention not with words, but with sheer presence? Their energy is sharp, their actions deliberate, and their decisions final. They don't just move forward. They cut through obstacles, illusions, and distractions, leaving behind only what is strong, refined, and undeniable. When you think about it, these are the ones who don't just seek success, they demand excellence in themselves and in everything they touch. Is it any wonder that Krittika Nakshatra aligns with MBTI types that thrive in structure, mastery, and unwavering conviction? The INTJ, ENTJ, each embodying Krittika's ability to analyze, lead, and execute with unshakable precision. They don't waste time on indecision or half measures. They act with authority, strategy, and relentless focus, shaping their world with an almost surgical clarity. The ENTJ, the architect, is Krittika's strategic fire, always refining, always improving, never tolerating inefficiency. Like Krittika, they cut through illusion and disorder, bringing vision, mastery, and logic into everything they do. They don't lead by force. They lead by being 5 steps ahead, by seeing what others miss, by turning complexity into perfection. To them, weakness is unacceptable, and mediocrity is an insult. Then there's the ENTJ, the commander, the one who doesn't just refine the world, they reshape it entirely. Their power isn't just in vision, it's in execution. Like Krittika, they burn through limitations, demand efficiency, and drive results with unrelenting force. Whether in business, politics, or leadership, they don't just thrive under pressure. They become the force that pressures others to rise higher. They don't tolerate excuses, only outcomes, victories, and undeniable success. And what about the ISTJ, the logistician, the one who holds order, discipline, and truth as non-negotiable? Like Krittika, they are precise, methodical, and relentless in their pursuit of what is right and effective. They bring structure to chaos, stability to uncertainty, and strength to every foundation they build. Their loyalty is unshakable, their standards are unyielding, and their work ethic is the embodiment of perfection in motion. So when you meet someone who demands clarity, who speaks only in truth, who refuses to entertain the weak, the false, or the inefficient, ask yourself, are they channeling the refining, purifying force of Krittika? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just disciplined. They are the architects of precision, the wielders of fire, and the ones who shape the world with sheer force of will. The multi-dimensional Krittika Nakshatra, the Enneagram connection. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to cut straight to the truth, dismantling illusions with effortless precision? They don't just speak, they command attention, not through theatrics, but through unshakable conviction. When you think about it, these are the ones who refuse to tolerate weakness, dishonesty, or inefficiency. They don't just exist within the system, they refine it, restructure it, and eliminate anything that doesn't serve its highest purpose. Is it any wonder that Krittika Nakshatra aligns with Enneagram types that demand excellence, uphold truth, and lead with unwavering resolve? The Reformer, Type 1, the Challenger, Type 8, and the Investigator, Type 5, each embodying Krittika's ability to cut through falsehood, enforce order, and burn away what no longer serves. They are not driven by emotion or approval. They are driven by clarity, efficiency, and transformation. The Reformer, Type 1, is Krittika's uncompromising standard bearer, the one who cannot rest until perfection is achieved. Like Krittika, they see the flaws, the inefficiencies, the gaps that others overlook, and they demand correction. Whether in leadership, law, or innovation, they function as relentless forces of refinement, ensuring that nothing corrupt, weak, or disordered remains untouched by their fire. They don't seek control for its own sake. They seek it for justice, structure, and the pursuit of something greater. Then there's the Challenger, Type 8, the one who doesn't just wield power, they embody it. This is Krittika's raw fire, unafraid of conflict, unyielding in their pursuit of authority, dominance, and control. They burn through obstacles, cut down pretenders, and impose their will on the world with fearless precision. Like Krittika, they don't tolerate weakness or indecision. They demand action, strength, and the will to rise above. They are not just leaders. They are forces of nature, shaping reality to their unyielding standards. And then there's the Investigator, Type 5, the silent seeker of ultimate truth, the one who strips away all distraction and emotion to see the bare, unfiltered core of reality. Isn't it obvious how this aligns with Krittika's razor-sharp intellect and analytical depth? They are obsessive, relentless, and exacting, uninterested in superficiality or illusion. Knowledge is their weapon, and like Krittika, they wield it with precision and detachment, ensuring that what remains is only what is pure, true, and undeniable. So, when you meet someone who demands order, who burns through deception, who sees the world with piercing clarity, ask yourself, are they channeling the unyielding, refining force of Krittika? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just intense. They are the fire that sharpens, the mind that dissects, and the force that ensures only the strongest, the truest, and the most refined will ever remain. The multidimensional Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to rise above challenges with unwavering discipline, achieving success not through luck, but through sheer perseverance? They don't just desire victory, they earn it, step by step, through relentless effort, integrity, and an unshakable belief in their purpose. When you think about it, these are the ones who don't just chase greatness, they embody it, proving that true success is built on hard work, wisdom, and long-term commitment. Their power isn't in momentary triumph, it's in sustained excellence, moral strength, and a deep commitment to their values. Is it any wonder that Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, ruled by the sun and symbolized by the elephant tusk, carries the energy of endurance, responsibility, and long-lasting success? This is the nakshatra of wise leaders, ethical warriors, and determined achievers. Those who don't just want power, they want to wield it with integrity, ensuring that their success benefits the greater good. Uttara Ashada natives don't seek shortcuts. They trust in the process, knowing that real success comes from patience, perseverance, and unwavering self-discipline. Look at the statesmen, high-ranking officials, judges, educators, and thought leaders who carry themselves with quiet confidence, ensuring that everything they build stands the test of time. Whether in politics, business, social reform, or philosophy, they thrive on long-term planning, strategic thinking, and an unbreakable commitment to truth and justice. They don't chase recognition. They become the standard by which others measure greatness. And what makes them so powerful? It's their ability to combine patience with purpose, to maintain focus despite obstacles, to stand strong in their convictions without being swayed by temporary setbacks. Unlike Purva Ashada's fiery, bold ambition, Uttara Ashada moves with steady discipline, ensuring that their path is unshakable, their work is meaningful, and their influence is lasting. They are the true winners, the ones who don't just reach the top, but stay there, earning the respect and admiration of all who follow. But here's what's most fascinating. Uttara Ashada's power isn't just about individual success, but about legacy. Whether through leadership, service, or intellectual contribution, they ensure that their impact lasts far beyond their lifetime, creating a foundation for future generations. They don't just achieve, they set the standards, ensuring that their success serves a purpose greater than themselves. So the next time you meet someone who rises steadily, who achieves not through luck, but through unshakable perseverance, who stands for truth, integrity, and long-term success, ask yourself, are they channeling the wise, determined force of Uttara Ashada? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just successful. They are the visionaries, the builders, the ones who remind us that true greatness isn't about how fast you rise, it's about how long you stay at the top, standing firm in your values. The multi-dimensional Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, the MBTI connection. Did you ever notice how some people achieve greatness not through impulsive ambition, but through sheer discipline, patience, and unwavering commitment to their goals? They don't just seek success, they build it, step by step, ensuring that every move they make is solid, ethical, and designed for long-term impact. When you think about it, these are the ones who rise steadily, who refuse to compromise on their values, who lead not through force, but through wisdom, responsibility, and earned respect. Their power isn't in immediate results, it's in consistency, structure, and a deep-rooted belief in doing things the right way. Is it any wonder that Uttara Ashada Nakshatra aligns with MBTI types that thrive on structure, long-term planning, and responsible leadership? The ISTJ, INTJ, and ESTJ, each in their own way, mirror Uttara Ashada's steadfast determination, commitment to integrity, and ability to achieve enduring success. They don't just think about what's best for the moment, they plan for the future, ensuring that everything they create stands the test of time. The ISTJ, the logistician, is Uttara Ashada's pillar of discipline, ensuring that everything is done with precision, order, and responsibility. Like Uttara Ashada, they believe in structure, efficiency, and ethical leadership, making them the backbone of institutions and long-lasting legacies. They don't rush decisions. They analyze, strategize, and execute with unshakable precision, making sure that everything they commit to is built to endure. Then there's the INTJ, the mastermind, the one who sees the bigger picture, making long-term plans that others can't even fathom yet. Isn't it obvious why this type aligns with Uttara Ashada's deep sense of purpose and commitment to lasting success? INTJs, like Uttara Ashada, value foresight, ensuring that they build something that doesn't just work for today, but continues to thrive for generations. They set their goals high and work relentlessly toward them, ensuring that every decision is part of a grander strategy. And what about the ESTJ, the executive, the one who naturally assumes leadership roles, ensuring that everything around them is managed with efficiency, stability, and a deep sense of duty? Unlike the introspective INTJ or the process-driven ISTJ, the ESTJ channels Uttara Ashada's commanding presence, ensuring that organizations, systems, and societies function properly under their leadership. They are firm, direct, and deeply committed to ensuring that success is not just achieved, but sustained. So, when you meet someone who rises steadily, who commands respect not through charisma alone, but through discipline and long-term vision, who ensures that their success is built on integrity and responsibility, ask yourself, are they channeling the determined, unwavering force of Uttara Ashada? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just ambitious. They are the builders of legacies, the ethical leaders, The ones who remind us that true greatness isn't about a single moment of success, it's about creating something that will endure for lifetimes. The multi-dimensional Uttara Ashada Nakshatra, the Enneagram connection. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to achieve success through quiet perseverance, unwavering discipline, and an unshakable sense of purpose? They don't chase fleeting victories. They build legacies, ensuring that their achievements are earned through integrity, structure, and hard work. When you think about it, these are the ones who don't get distracted by shortcuts or temporary success. They rise steadily, ensuring that their accomplishments last long beyond their lifetime. Their power isn't in flashy ambition, it's in determination, honor, and an unrelenting commitment to their path. Is it any wonder that Uttara Ashada Nakshatra aligns with Enneagram types that thrive on discipline, structure, and responsibility? The perfectionist, type 1, the achiever, type 3, and the loyalist, type 6, each in their own way, mirror Uttara Ashada's methodical approach to success, deep sense of duty, and ability to remain steadfast no matter the obstacles. They don't just pursue goals. They ensure that every step they take is meaningful, sustainable, and built on strong foundations. The perfectionist, type 1, is Uttara Ashada's moral compass, the one who believes in doing things the right way, no matter how long it takes. Like Uttara Ashada, they hold themselves to high standards, working with discipline, integrity, and a relentless drive to improve themselves and the world around them. They don't cut corners or compromise their values. They follow through with patience, ensuring that their success is not just personal, but also ethical and meaningful. Then there's the achiever, type 3, the one who thrives on structured ambition, pushing themselves toward long-term success with confidence and precision. Isn't it obvious why this type aligns so strongly with Uttara Ashada's focus on sustainable victory and legacy building? Type 3s, like Uttara Ashada, refuse to settle for mediocrity. They push themselves beyond their limits, ensuring that their work and reputation are built to last. Their strength lies in their ability to set goals, follow through, and create a name for themselves through consistent and disciplined action. And what about the loyalist, type 6? The one who values structure, stability, and the creation of systems that support long-term security. Unlike the ambitious type 3 or the disciplined type 1, the type 6 channels Uttara Ashada's commitment to building strong foundations and ensuring the sustainability of everything they work toward. They are protectors of order, deeply responsible, and committed to maintaining what has been built, ensuring that their work benefits not just themselves, but those around them as well. So when you meet someone who rises steadily, who builds success through patience and discipline, who is deeply committed to creating something lasting and meaningful, ask yourself, are they channeling the structured, unwavering force of Uttara Ashada? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just successful. They are the guardians of legacy, the disciplined builders, the ones who remind us that true greatness isn't about reaching the top quickly. It's about staying there, ensuring that what we create stands the test of time. The multi-dimensional Uttara Falguni Nakshatra. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to effortlessly balance confidence with generosity, leadership with responsibility, and power with grace? They don't just seek success, they ensure it benefits those around them. When you think about it, these are the ones who lead with integrity, build relationships that last, and create structures that provide long-term stability. Their power isn't just about influence, it's about honor, commitment, and leaving behind something meaningful. Is it any wonder that Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, ruled by the sun and symbolized by the back legs of a cot, embodies the energy of sustained success, responsibility, and noble service? This is the nakshatra of benevolent leaders, trusted advisors, and ethical power brokers, those who not only enjoy abundance, but also use it to uplift others. Uttara Falguni natives don't just rise to the top. They ensure their success has a lasting impact. Look at the business leaders, philanthropists, diplomats, and community builders who understand that true success is measured not just in wealth, but in the legacy they leave behind. Whether in politics, business, education, or governance, they thrive on structure, collaboration, and creating systems that benefit others. They don't just enjoy authority, they earn it through wisdom, fairness, and a deep sense of responsibility. And what makes them so powerful? It's their ability to merge ambition with generosity, to lead with both strength and heart, to create order that serves a higher purpose. Unlike Purva Falguni's indulgent magnetism or Maga's regal dominance, Uttara Falguni moves with deliberate action, ensuring that every choice strengthens their foundation and benefits those they are responsible for. They are the architects of stability, the guardians of prosperity, and the ones who turn fleeting success into an enduring legacy. But here's what's most fascinating. Uttara Falguni's power isn't just in leadership, but in relationships. Whether through marriage, business partnerships, or political alliances, they understand that strength lies in collaboration and that true greatness comes from forging meaningful bonds. They don't just seek personal gain, they seek partnerships that stand the test of time. So the next time you meet someone who commands respect without arrogance, who builds relationships that endure, who leads not just for themselves, but for the greater good, ask yourself, are they channeling the dignified, responsible force of Uttara Falguni? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just leaders. They are the visionaries, the protectors of order, the ones who remind us that true success is measured not by what we take, but by what we leave behind. The multi-dimensional Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, the MBTI connection. Did you ever notice how some people effortlessly balance confidence with humility, leadership with service, and ambition with responsibility? They don't just rise to the top, they ensure that their success benefits others. When you think about it, these are the ones who lead with integrity, cultivate meaningful partnerships, and create structures that provide long-term security. Their power isn't just about achievement, it's about honor, fairness, and leaving behind a lasting impact. Is it any wonder that Uttara Falguni Nakshatra aligns with MBTI types that thrive on structured leadership, ethical decision-making, and relationship building? The ENTJ, ESTJ, and ENFJ, each in their own way, mirror Uttara Falguni's ability to lead with wisdom, sustain prosperity, and create enduring partnerships. They don't just seek personal success. They focus on building legacies, ensuring that their influence stands the test of time. The ENJ, the commander, is Uttara Falguni's strategic leader, always thinking ahead, organizing resources, and ensuring sustainable success. Like Uttara Falguni, they are visionaries, always structuring their environment to achieve long-term goals. They don't just accumulate power, they wield it responsibly, understanding that leadership is about efficiency, fairness, and building institutions that last. Their focus isn't on short-term gains. It's on creating empires, systems, and relationships that endure for generations. Then there's the ESTJ, the executive, the one who ensures that order, tradition, and ethical leadership are upheld. Isn't it obvious why this type aligns with Uttara Falguni's structured, responsibility-driven energy? ESTJs, like Uttara Falguni, don't just lead for personal gain. They lead to establish lasting structures, to enforce justice, and to maintain the integrity of organizations and communities. They believe in honor, duty, and making sure that whatever they build is strong, sustainable, and beneficial to all. And what about the ENFJ, the protagonist, the leader who inspires, unites, and uplifts others with their vision? Unlike the calculated ENTJ or the rule-enforcing ESTJ, the ENFJ channels Uttara Falguni's charismatic, relationship-oriented leadership. They don't just command respect, they earn it by creating deep, meaningful connections with those they lead. They understand that leadership isn't just about making decisions, it's about guiding, mentoring, and ensuring that everyone they work with thrives alongside them. So, when you meet someone who commands respect with grace, who builds meaningful alliances, who leads with a balance of ambition and generosity, ask yourself, are they channeling the dignified, partnership-driven force of Uttara Falguni? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just successful. They are the mentors, the builders, the ones who remind us that true power is not just about what you achieve. It's about what you sustain, nurture, and pass down. The multi-dimensional Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, the Enneagram connection. Did you ever wonder why some people seem to lead with both confidence and generosity, balancing ambition with a strong sense of responsibility? They don't just seek power or success, they use their influence to build something lasting, something that benefits not just themselves, but everyone around them. When you think about it, these are the ones who form strong partnerships, build stable foundations, and take on leadership roles not for self glory, but for the greater good. Their power isn't just about dominance, it's about integrity, honor, and legacy. Is it any wonder that Uttara Falguni Nakshatra aligns with Enneagram types that embody leadership, structure, and the balance between authority and service? The Achiever, Type 3, the Loyalist, Type 6, and the Peacemaker, Type 9, each in their own way, mirror Uttara Falguni's desire to build, sustain, and create meaningful relationships that stand the test of time. They don't just lead, they establish enduring systems and partnerships that ensure long-term stability and harmony. The Achiever, Type 3, is Uttara Falguni's architect of success, the one who strives to achieve greatness, not just for themselves, but for the prestige and impact they leave behind. Like Uttara Falguni, they understand that true success is measured not only in wealth and recognition, but in the stability and legacy they create. Whether in business, leadership, or social influence, they carry themselves with an air of confidence, always focused on ensuring that their work has lasting value. Then there's the Loyalist, Type 6, the one who builds security, trusts in structure, and values strong, enduring relationships. Isn't it obvious why this type aligns so strongly with Uttara Falguni's deeply responsible and partnership-driven energy? Type 6s, like Uttara Falguni, seek stability, reliability, and ethical leadership, ensuring that what they invest in is built to last. They thrive in long-term commitments, whether in relationships, institutions, or leadership roles, acting as protectors of what is good and sustainable. And what about the Peacemaker Type 9, the one who values harmony, balance, and long-lasting unity? Unlike the ambitious Type 3 or the security-focused Type 6, the Type 9 channels Uttara Falguni's desire to create partnerships that bring people together. They don't force authority. They lead through cooperation, wisdom, and a deep understanding of human relationships. Their role is to ensure stability, peace, and fairness, making them natural diplomats, mediators, and advisors. So, when you meet someone who commands respect with quiet dignity, who builds meaningful relationships that stand the test of time, who leads not just for themselves, but for the benefit of others, ask yourself, are they channeling the noble, partnership-driven force of Uttara Falguni? Because when you really think about it, they aren't just leaders. They are the builders, the sustainers, the ones who remind us that true greatness is not just about personal success. It's about what we nurture, protect, and leave behind.